wait to give you the words in a little bit here. I want to sort of set up the story. You know, when we read through the Bible has lots of beautiful parts to it, and we can look at it at a surface level. We can look at it a little deeper. We're going to look at a line today from the Bible that's a little deeper. It's a story about this love story, Rebecca and Isaac, and they're getting engaged and betrothed. Again, it's a story thousands of years old. And we have this very, very simple comment. Tell me, and if not, tell me. Tell me, and if not, tell me. You know, and it's this beautiful comment of discovery. You know, tell me about yourself. Tell me about this. They're speaking together, and tell me. No, really, tell me. Beautiful, beautiful line there. And what's the point of that in terms of our lives and in terms of how we can use that kind of approach to life to find better ways to relate to other people? So I want to read for you a piece of theology here. Again, this is written in very dense theological language, but the point, I think, is really straightforward. And the line is this: when truth is united with goodness, we are enjoying a condition of freedom. So it's talking about freedom, right? This freedom of that, and it's a freedom that has this element of curiosity to it, where we're really free. When we're really free, we're able to be really curious because we're not asking questions out of our agenda. We're asking questions out of trying to understand and connect. Very different. Again, our agenda, trying to connect, two different agendas there. One is ours and our egos. The other one is much more free, much more curious, much more open to what the answers might be. And I think you probably can see where this is going here. And it's interesting, right? Because that idea of love being the basic core of truth, and it's fascinating, you know, when we really kind of get the spiritual life going, we're really trying to understand how God created us to be, and this is a journey of a lifetime, and there's nothing wrong when we're not there, because that's how God created us, to find this and be able to discover it, because he thought we would enjoy the discovery. You know, we start to see truth, but the truth becomes embedded, held, grounded in this deep love. And that's why, and this is really important, that's why in our lives, no doubt, the people who you feel see you the most are people who love you. When you think about somebody who truly loves you, where it's actual true love, as you know it, don't you feel seen? And there's a truth aspect to sight, right? Like there's clarity to it. They really see you for exactly who you are. And it's such a beautiful, powerful experience. That's this idea of like truth being embedded and being held by love. And when truth is embedded or held by love, what comes out the other end is this beautiful curiosity and this beautiful freedom, because nothing's at risk. Nothing's at risk. We're not worried. We're not trying to be right. We're not trying to again follow our own agenda. We truly are open. And it's interesting because yeah, how does this work? Like there's parts of spiritual life I don't get how it works, but I just know that it does. What we find is that we're able to be both open and incredibly clear. Like that truth is incredibly clear, and that love is incredibly open. So there's this truth and openness, this clarity and this openness that come together in a way that I think is frankly miraculous, because those loving people really do know something. And we live in a culture that's like, well, you know, it's a little nostalgic, a little woo-woo, little rainbows and unicorns. It's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking sort of the, you know, saccharine sweet stuff. We're talking somebody who's deeply loving, and again has the truth embedded in it. They have perspective embedded in it. They have clarity embedded in it, and you know that they're looking out at the world with love. Those are great leaders. Those are great partners. Those are great caregivers. Those are great, you know, fill in the blank. They're going to be really good at what they do, because this is what actually matters in the end. And it's interesting, friends, like when we see our way through this, what are those three words? Like the title of this little talk here is 3 words. And it's where we can really look at tell me more. Tell me more. So that's what I'm going to ask us all to practice today. Instead of meeting, and it's just a real basic paradigm, I go over this all the time with couples, instead of thinking statement, think statement, question. And with the question, again, tell me more is not a question, it's a statement. I get that grammatically, but there's clearly a question embedded within it. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. And somebody has a statement, they have a concern, please today, just try saying tell me more. Because notice the biblical passage, tell me, and if not, tell me. You know, it's just this openness. And that's where truth can be truly held with this deeply loving way, and where we find a clarity, and it's a clarity that's so grounded in openness because again, nothing's at risk. Nothing's at risk. We're not trying to prove something. We're not trying to strong arm somebody. I mean, I think that is so reflective of Jesus's love for all of us. You know, the Lord's love for all of us. It directly reflects that because it holds that freedom as so incredibly precious, because that's what love does. Love has that, again, that clarity and that openness, and it has that openness to other people, other perspectives, and not trying to make them bad and wrong. And boy, does that make a difference. So real simple for the day. Think about when somebody's coming to you with something, like just try it this morning sometime. Just, hey, tell me more. Just be open and really be open to listening, and don't allow the attorney to show up in your head. If there's any attorneys watching, it may be hard to do. I get it. Be your job. Do your job well today if you're an attorney, but I'm talking figuratively here. Like, just tell me more and be really open to what they say. Try to understand it. Seek first to understand, then 24 hours later to be understood. Really good words to live by. And just watch, again, how the clarity and the openness start to come together. And boy, that can lead to great places. Does it always work? No. Are there times where we just need to be, thou shalt not pass, be really emphatic about something? Obviously, yes. But most of our relational comments, probably 98% of them, will be well served by 3 words. And those 3 words are, tell me more. All right, friends, I hope that's helpful. And now we're going to come in for our gentle landing here at New Church Live, and that's where we just do a little meditation from the Old Testament, prayer from the New Testament, and then we come back to a blessing, and then we'll say hi to friends who've joined us on Facebook. So with all that, I'd ask us all to just get comfortable, take a big breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's take a little quick peek and see if anyone has left a comment this morning. Again, people leave comments from all over the world, all times of the day, so feel free to do that. It's always wonderful to hear from our friends who are joining us from near and far. All right, flip on over to this page here, see what we got going. All righty, let's see if we have anything up over here. Linda, good morning. Please play for my friend Jack. Oh, yes, who lost the battle against a rare brain infection. Please pray for a smooth passage home and hold his family in the light. We will do that. Thank you for putting that up there, Linda. And folks, anytime, you're more than welcome to put up prayer requests. We love doing that. We can get them out to a prayer team, and these kind of prayers matter deeply. And Martha, good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. All right, dear friends. Well, listen, God bless all of you, and we will see you again tomorrow here in 10 minutes or more.